So we are riding with hopefully low tire pressure in the front. I gotta fix that. It is 55 degrees. So we have the weather changes, hot and cold, hot and cold. Not hot, you know, mild and then cold, mild and cold. Typically the tires will lose pressure when that happens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the driveway to fill up the tire off camera. Really the front one. We'll be right back. Now we have air in the front. So I filled the tire to about 18 or 19 psi. Solid ride, but still not brutalistically stiff. I will say the rear tire doesn't deflate though. Cool roadblock. There is one issue. I don't want to let that rear tire get too low in pressure. I don't know how. I didn't check. It seems like it's the same pressure, but I'm sure it's gone down a little. Arizona Narrows Bridge. So it is a certain popular green Irish-based religious observance today. Oh, sports ball. So yeah, it's St. Patty's Day, and I'm not going to release this on St. Patty's Day. But I know the burning question in the comments will be, or on the minds of people who are tempted to comment, yes, a family member is making brisket and cabbage, so I should be celebrating by playing Dropkick Murphys in my headphones while riding. We're actually going to get in the left. So Hoboken has a long Irish tradition going back over 100 years, I think. So we may see a lot of green. So there's a lot of restaurants and bars and pubs and things throughout the city, this city. So, although with the sky being overcast, kind of gloomy, I don't know. Maybe we're not going to get as much, as many revelers. A lot of U-turns today, I guess. I should expect. Yeah, I've seen one of these Geared Hub e-bikes pass me by before, and I was noticing the motor, and it was kind of like a typical consumer brand 26-inch, fat tire e-bike, and I was wondering if it was, I know it was Geared Hub, but I was wondering if the gears were steel reinforced or not. Because I thought about that because it's a consumer e-bike, and typically they come with just regular nylon gears, unless you're spending a lot of money on them. Now, I heard the steel reinforced gears are easy to change in motors. Of course, you probably void your warranty doing it, but allegedly the steel reinforced gears are cheap. Which strangely, you typically won't find steel reinforced gears on a cheap e-bike for some reason, even though the gears are cheap. So I don't know, go figure. But what made me think of that was I had in recent days seen a review of a popular high power e-bike. It was a dual motor e-bike, dual battery, really high wattage, high top speed. But I think the story is that because of the cheap price, that particular model bike, e-bike, only comes with regular nylon gears. And somebody in the comments of the review was warning the reviewer that they might want to have their motor checked out because it sounded like nylon gears grinding. And so when you think a deal is too good to be true, that may be one of the places that they would cut corners in the price. So there's something to consider. Typically you have to dig deep to find out. Typically, if it's just nylon gears, you won't find any mention of what type of gears it has. And if it has steel reinforced gears, sometimes they'll mention it. Or you'll have to go hunting for in-depth reviews where the reviewer took the time to ask the vendor, the manufacturer, the details about the motor. I'm gonna take a picture by Frank Sinatra. Back to the road we go. You're not supposed to ride the bike around here? I know a lot of people don't care, but what I do. Sometimes you gotta stop to smell the roses, you know? Epica playing on my headphones. I think it's a little cold and a bit breezy, a bit humid, so we're not gonna stay out here much longer. Probably gonna take a short ride. The geese are looking for water. Quack quack. Not impressed. I was having problems with the shifter not indexing correctly, and I did a search on YouTube and up came a video how to solve that problem. It's basically the grease inside the shifter, the indexing shifter, that gets old. Now remember, this bike is almost 5 years old, and the grease doesn't let the little paw thing go on the indexes, on the detents, on the little wheel thing that's in there. And yeah, so I sprayed a very light amount of WD-40. I know they don't recommend you using WD-40 as grease, but my shifter was a little different than the one the guy did in his video, and I didn't know how to take it apart. So what I did, I sprayed a very light amount of WD-40. Just to revive whatever grease is left over in there. And yeah, now it clicks fine. I was noticing the problem getting worse previously, whenever it got cold and humid. So if that sounds familiar to you, you might want to have a look at that. Probably a train coming, maybe? No. Could slow it down here. That's what you're supposed to do. sideways wind accent. Gets worse here. Head back this way. I can hear my caliper. I got a visual on the caliper off camera, and basically the caliper is rubbing against a spoke or two. So I could realign the caliper again, or I could just bend the one or two spokes. It's an ongoing problem. I've mentioned it before. I might stop at a day's point before heading back. And try to see if I can sort it out there. So I'll probably end the vlog here, and I hope you guys are getting better weather, better e-biking weather, and enjoying the rides. I hope enjoying life. So with that, that's going to be the ride. That's going to be the vlog.